Hello everyone, I'm going to continue with Module 4, Lesson 21. The objective here is explain the size of the product and relate fraction and decimal equivalents to multiplying a fraction by 1. So this is kind of, in a sense, it goes back to like Module 1 or like the fraction decimal percent that I taught you guys in the past. So problem number 1 says 2 over 2 of 3/4, and in math, of means to multiply. So 2 out of 2 times 3/4. Now you could do this two ways. You could just multiply the numerators across and the denominators, or you could also do the cross cancel method. I did both for you. So 2 times 3 gives us 6. That's my numerators. 2 times 4 gives me 8. Now the other way you could have done is cross cancel. 4 and 2. 4 divides into 2 2 times. And 2 divides into 2 1 time. So I'm going to rewrite this as 1 times 3 and 2 times 2. Which I did over here, and 1 times 3 gives me 3, and 2 times 2 gives me 4. Over here I got my 6/8, but if we go ahead, and simplify, you divide the denominator by 2 and you divide the numerator by 2, because whatever you do to the denominator you do to the numerator, so it gets 3/4. So 6/8 and 3/4 are equivalent. Now, I did a little model here. So first I cut it in 2, then I cut it into the 4, and we end up with 8 total pieces, and 6 out of the 8 are shaded. Another problem, 3/4 of 5 out of 5 of, again, multiply. 3 times 5 and 4 times 5. 3 times 5 gives us 15. 4 times 5 gives us 20. If we simplify, 15 20s, you divide by 5 the denominator and divide by 5 the numerator, you end up with 3/4. So 3/4 is equivalent to 15 20ths. Just like this other problem here, 8/8 of 3/4, or 8 over 8 times 3/4. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 4 is 32. So when I simplify 24 32s, I divide both the denominator and the numerator by 8. So 32 divided by 8 gives me 4. 24 divided by 8 gives me 3. 3/4 is equivalent to 24 32s. Over here, I have 3/4. Where am I? Oh, 3/4 of 100 over 100, or 100 times 3 and 100 times 4. So 100 times 3 is 300, 100 times 4 is 400. Now, if here I didn't do it, but if you simplify, you're going to have to divide the denominator by 100 and the numerator by 100. And if you do that, you go back to your 3/4, because 3/4 is equivalent to 300 out of 400, or 300 400ths. The question is 1/4 equal to 25 hundredths. So you got 1/4 times 25, that's my numerators, I get 25. 4 times 25 gives me 100, 25 hundredths. So when I go simplify, I'm going to divide the denominator and the numerator by 25, each of them. I end up with 1/4. So 1/4 is equivalent to 25 100ths. Next question, is 18 24ths equal to 3/4? So are they equivalent? So I got 18 24ths. And I got my 3/4. If I multiply my denominator by 6 and my numerator by 6, I end up getting 18 24ths. So 3/4 is equivalent to 18 24ths. Problem number 2, 1/5 times 2 over 2. So where am I? 1 times 2 is 2. 5 times 2 is 10. So that's 2/10, or 0 and 2/10. Now, I could simplify the 2/10 by dividing my denominator by 2, my numerator by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And if I show my work and divide, 1 is my dividend, 5 is my divisor, and my answer appears my quotient. But 1 does not go into 5, so I'm going to add a decimal, add a 0, put the decimal right there. So now I end up with 1 and 0/10. That goes in 2 times. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 take away 10 is 0, so it's 2 tenths, which still gives me the 2 tenths there. 1/4 times 25 25s. 1 times 25 is 25. 4 times 25 is 100. That's 0 and 25 hundredths. So 1 and 0, 0. 4 does not go into 1, so I added a 0, got my decimal. 2 goes into, 4 goes into 10 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. 10 take away gives me 2. Don't want a remainder, add another 0. That's from my hundreds place. So 20 hundredths goes into 4 5 times. 5 times 4 is 20. So 20 take away 20 is 0, and I end up with a 0 and 25 hundredths. Now, 1/8. So 1 divided by 8. 1 is the dividend, 8 is the divisor, and my quotient up here. So 1 does not go into 8, so I'm going to add a 0, put my decimal, add a 0, and I got 10. 10 goes into 8 one time. I was about to say 2. It goes in 1 time, so 1 times 8 is 8. 10 take away 8 is 2. Bring down a 0. The 0 now is in the hundreds place, so 20 hundredths. It goes in 2 times into 8, so 2 times 8 is 16 hundredths. 20 take away 16 gives me 4, remainder of 4. Bring down the 0 in the thousands place, so that's 40 thousandths. It goes in 5 times. 5 times 8 is 40. 40 take away 40 gives me 0. So my answer is 0 and 125 thousandths. So here's my thousandths, in case you're wondering how I got 1,000 here. 125 times 8. 5 times 8 is 40. Add a 0. Regroup the 4. 8 times 2 is 16. Plus my 4 is 20. Regroup the 2. 8 times 2 is 8. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus the 2 is 10. That gives us 1,000. That's how I got that, 125 thousandths. And that's my fraction. That's my decimal. A few more problems to go. And then you guys could work on your learn pages. And this lesson also has a fluency practice, so you could work on it. 2/8. So 2 goes on the inside, 8 goes on the outside. 2 does not go into 8, so I'm at a 0. Put a decimal, and then get that 0. So now I got 20 tenths. That goes in 2 times. 2 times 8 is 16. 20 take away 16 gives me 4 tenths. Remainder. Don't want a remainder, add another 0. I'm in my hundredths place now. So 40 hundredths goes into 8 5 times. 5 times 8 is 40. 40 take away 40 is 0. 2/8 times 25. 2 times 25 gives me 50. 8 times 25 gives me 200. So let's go ahead and divide that out. 200 is my divisor. 50 is my dividend. 200 does not go into 50, so I'm going to add a decimal and a 0. So now we have 500. 2 goes in, 50 and 0 tenths. That goes in 2 times. 2 times 200 is 40 and 0 tenths. I got 10 as a remainder. Bring down that 0, so I got 100. Add another 0 in the hundreds place. It's 1,000. So 5 goes into 200. 1,000. 5 times 200 is 1,000. So 1,000 equal 1,000 is 0. So 25 hundredths. That's where I wrote 25 hundredths there. Over here, 6 divided by 6 over 25. 25 is my divisor. 6 is my dividend. 6 is not going to 25. I'm going to add a decimal. Add a 0 tenths. That goes in 2 times. 2 times 25 is 50. I got 10 as a remainder. And that does not, I need to add another 0 here in the hundreds place. So I got 100. 4 goes into 25. 4 times 25 is 100. Sorry, I should ask 100 goes into 25 4 times. That's what I should have said. So it gives us 24 hundredths. That's word form. And lastly, 51 over 50. Now, obviously, we could see this is going to be a whole number there because we have a whole group there. 50 goes into 51 one time. 1 times 50 is 50. 51 take away 50 is 1. Don't want a remainder, so I'm going to put a decimal, add a 0. 10 does not go into 50, so a 0 in my tenths place, tenths, and then add another 0 in the hundreds place, and I got 100 hundredths, you could say. So the 100 goes into 50, 2 times 50 is 100. 100 take away 100 is 0. So it's 1 and 2 hundredths. Didn't write it in there, but yeah, 1 and 2 hundredths. Okay, guys, make sure you work on your learn and let me know what you think about this video. Thank you.